Alexa, how many days until Thanksgiving 2026?
Thanksgiving Day in 2026 is 330 days away, on Thursday, November 26th.
Alexa, how many days until Christmas 2026?
There aren't any Christmas holidays in 2026. By the way, you have...
Shalom, I hope you all are doing well. I'm blessed and I'm back again with a quick video. If Christmas was canceled, how would it be canceled? I don't think that people would wake up and collectively agree to cancel it. Something would force it to be canceled. Christmas survives disagreement. It does not survive disruption. Again, Christmas survives disagreement. It does not and will not survive disruption. So the real question becomes, what kinds of disruptions would stop traditions? If you really think about it, Christmas depends on supply chains, transportation, consumers' confidence, digital payments, and seasonal employment. If buying stops, Christmas stops. Personally, I don't believe in predictions. I believe in biblical patterns as well as biblical prophecies. But let's just say, hypothetically speaking, that Christmas doesn't happen in 2026 and Alexis was right. Now, this would mean that there was a systemic breakdown in the marketplace. And we know that none of these holidays are held together by the truth or the Most High, but they're held together by logistics. So if shelves are empty, shipping halts, or currency freezes, the holiday collapses on its own.
Allegedly, you may have just celebrated your last Christmas holiday. And why do I say that? Because according to a post by President Donald J. Trump, he stated that this might be our last Merry Christmas. But he's not the only one saying things like that. As a matter of fact, take a look at this.
So,
Listen to
I didn't
this.
think this was true. Check this out. Hey Alexa, how many days until Christmas 2026?
There aren't any Christmas holidays in 2026.
What did you just hear that I just heard in that video? I thought maybe it's a mistake because there have been some updates to Alexa's operating system, including the new voice. But then I did some digging and research and found a few more videos of individuals asking similar questions and getting similar results. Take a listen to this. Listen.
Alexa, how many days until Thanksgiving 2026?
Thanksgiving Day in 2026 is 332 days away, on Thursday, November 26th.
Alexa, how many days until Christmas 2026?
There aren't any Christmas holidays in 2026.
So did Alexa just say something that she should have not said in the first place? There was also mentions of it by AI and also the President of the United States. So what the heck is actually going on? Is it just a mistake on all parts? Or is there actually something planned or something going to happen? And keep this in the back of your mind. AI is Alexa. Alexa is AI. And it's very difficult to scrub something from AI unless the people that control the AI scrub it themselves. And as far as the statement by President Donald J. Trump, he told everyone to enjoy what might be their last Merry Christmas. So I guess my question to you is, does any of this sound like a greeting? Or does this sound like some type of warning? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
Again, this is not a prediction from me. I'm just speaking to what Alexa is saying. Historically speaking, holidays disappeared during war, martial law, widespread civil unrest, severe national emergencies. At that time, travel is limited, gatherings are restricted, and curfews exist. And you know that Christmas requires movement and gathering. And if you remove those, Christmas and any other holiday that's affected by this becomes history. Christmas only works when people can afford distraction. Once survival replaces comfort, tradition loses power. When people are in survival mode, they're not going to be thinking about going out buying gifts and getting together. They're going to be thinking about how they're going to pay their bills, how they're going to eat, and that becomes priority.
To this world, I don't know. Since 2020, something has seriously changed because it feels so off to me. I know you can all feel it too, because I can feel it. Okay, and everything just feels so dull. Nothing feels exciting anymore, does it? You know, it almost feels like the life and soul has been sucked out of this world. And all we do is just work. All we do is work. Every day feels the same. It's like we're stuck in a perpetual loop cycle. I mean, it's crazy. It's Christmas next week, yeah? But it feels nothing like Christmas. Even the Christmas songs, they don't hit the same. They don't hit the same. It feels more like propaganda now than anything else. Baby, all I want for Christmas. No, it's not hitting the same. It's the same songs, repeated. They're on a perpetual loop cycle. It doesn't feel the same anymore. Nothing feels the same. And you know what, guys? It feels like we're stuck in a massive transition period, okay? This world is massively changing. 10 years from now, this world is going to be completely different.
Do you get this feeling in the pit of your stomach that something big is going to happen? Like, I don't know exactly what it is, but I have been feeling lately like something is happening, something is occurring. And it feels like we're being lied to. They're not telling us something. Something is happening behind closed doors. I've definitely felt some kind of shift. And I'm sure other people feel it as well. Because when I look around, there are so many people who are becoming spiritual. There's so many people who are curious about these unexplained things that are happening all over the world. And you look at this and you say, man, why are people like me having a lot of success on telling these stories, these things that are happening around the world? And it's because people have really been opening their eyes and more concerned about what's going on, because they feel deep down that something is occurring, something is happening. And I think it is. You know, maybe this is the end of the world, and maybe something is about to occur. Because when you think about it, there really is some sort of battle going on between good and evil. Why are people seeing all these scary, creepy things? And maybe it's just because something is occurring. Something is going on. I don't know. What do you think? Do you feel something?
So yeah, a lot of people are feeling this, and this is why I'm telling you that the holidays and nothing is the same, and it's not going to be the same, and things are beginning to kind of ramp up, and there's been a real shift. And people can't really name what it is. They just feel it. They perceive it without the vocabulary to articulate what they're really feeling. And not only is things feeling off, strange things are occurring too in the world. And I like to look at those things sometimes in my videos as well. A lot of people say that 2020 wasn't just, 2020, a new year. It was a psychological line. Time started feeling faster and flatter, and days lost distinction. Celebrations felt forced, and the true future stopped feeling promised. Like we're kind of in limbo, feeling numb.
Here it is, the end of December, as of the time of you watching this video. It's about to be Christmas, and where I'm at, it's almost near 50 degrees. Like, what is going on? And it seems like pretty much most days have been cloudy. Like, hardly seeing any sun. What is going on anymore? There's something weird going on. And I know that I can't be the only one out there that has noticed this. I'm out walking my dog in the morning and just wondering what is going on anymore, because there is some weird stuff happening, some weird things going on anymore. And I know, again, that I'm not the only one out there that has noticed this weird stuff when it comes to the weather and even just everything just feeling like it's running into each other. Like holidays don't even feel the same anymore. What is going on?
Do you guys notice that everyone's saying the same thing about the holidays? They feel dull. They don't feel the same anymore. The music, the celebration, everything's just off. And it's because these people built their heaven on things that were never eternal. You see, what they aren't understanding is that their hope wasn't anchored in truth. It was anchored in holidays, tradition, seasonal joy, cultural milestones, and the promise that things would get better next year. So when that illusion cracked after 2020, people didn't just lose comfort, they lost meaning. Vanity feels fine until it stops working. It's not obvious at first. It feels warm, familiar, and celebratory. But vanity has a shelf life. And now people are realizing that the joy they had was borrowed. It was temporary. The meaning was inherited and not examined. And scripture already told us this would happen, that one day people would wake up and realize they've inherited lies. And when false hope dies, there's a moment where nothing replaces it. Jeremiah 16:19 reads, O Yahuwah, my strength and my fortress, and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, Surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. I find it quite interesting that the book of Jeremiah chapter 16 and verse 19 aligns prophetically with the timeline that begins the Israelites' captivity in 1619, when slavery became legalized in the Americas and reached its 400-year mark in 2019. Around that turning point, a noticeable shift occurred. People across the world began expressing that they had been lied to, that they inherited vain traditions and systems that felt empty, and that something in life and in the order of things felt off. We're living in a time and a moment where vanity has been exposed, awareness increased, and a collective unease has settled in, as if a prophetic time marker has been reached rather than a cultural change.
What the hell is going on? Everything feels weird.
Nothing feels the same.
It's all a lie. Almost everything we've ever been taught is a lie.
I've been lied to since childhood about literally everything.
Since 2020, something has seriously changed.
Like something snapped in 2020 and never really healed.
I'm a nurse. I lived through it. I worked through it. People are not the same.
They just want to break people.
So
I think the hardest part of having an awakening is the soul exhaustion that comes with it. Because once your eyes are opened, you can't unsee it. Once you see that politics are only an illusion of choice to keep you under control, you can't unsee it. Once you understand that the education system is only to teach you to obey authority and to indoctrinate you, you can't unsee it. Once you understand that the healthcare system is not to make you healthy, it is only to keep you sick. They medicate your symptoms. They do not get to a root cause, and that they've made you believe that anything holistic is snake oil medicine. Once you understand that the food is fake, and it's what gets you sick and keeps you sick and gets you into the fake healthcare system, you can't unsee that either. Once you realize that that social security number that was issued to you on your birthday is your employer ID for the Corporation of the United States of America, and that when you go to work to that 8 to 5 every day that drains your soul, once you learn that you've been indoctrinated to believe that the more education, the more money, the more success, the more material possessions, so that you have to continue to work, is all a lie to drain your soul and keep you so unfocused, you can't unsee it. Once you understand all of these things, you still have to participate in the matrix. You still have to feed your family. You still have to pay your bills. You can't exit it, and it's exhausting. You have to walk around and pretend all day long. You participate in a system that you no longer believe in. I can't tell you how many of my friends and I have discussed that we're so sick of this. We just want a piece of land, basic shelter, raise some chickens, bake some bread, homeschool our kids. We no longer want to participate in this system. It's exhausting. It's all a lie. Almost everything we've ever been taught is a lie. And being forced to continue to live in the matrix is exhausting. It's freeing. You no longer have to worry about the rest of the crap. When you take back control of your own life and know that none of it matters, you just do what you want to do. That's why when I said yesterday, I don't give a damn, I don't give a damn. This is my life. But it's exhausting to walk around with all these other people that don't see it for what it is and pretend that everything's normal when it's not. Tell me in the comments.
What people are feeling right now isn't random. It isn't just happening by chance. It's not fear or mass anxiety. It's the weight of the truth pressing against a world built on vanity. The dreams, the traditions, the holidays, and the systems people were told to trust are being exposed as hollow. And that realization is unsettling. That false hope is fading. Their discomfort is rising. But the discomfort is also awakening. Something feels off because something is off. And once that illusion breaks, there's no going back to sleep. Thank you all for listening, and may the Most High Baruch all deserving. And until my next video, Shalom.
Anyone else reached a point in their life where like nothing is truly exciting like it was before? It seems like everything, and it's not like everything feels mundane, because you're probably doing stuff that's exciting, but it's just like nothing truly brings an enormous amount of excitement like it used to. And so you can do the same things you've been doing, they just don't bring as much joy as they once did. And what's crazy is you can do the same things you've been doing, it just doesn't have the same level of appeasement. Like you can do it, like whether it's like your thing is like playing video games, like that has lost its flavor. Whether your thing is like being excited about what's on television, that has lost its flavor. Whether you're excited about the newest release of shoes, like that's not exciting anymore. Whether you're, I don't know, like basketball, it's just not as exciting anymore. Like going get something new, going shopping, it's not exciting. It's like you've kind of gotten to the points where everything just feels repetitive and it's just not exciting. You get what I'm saying? Like even vacations, it's like, like sure, like cool, it's whatever. But it's just kind of like, you got to go back to your regular life after that. And so nothing feels absolutely fulfilling as it once had.